Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Exozy Cruncher. Sorry for the state I'm in. I've just woken up and yeah, my hair's in a fucking horrible state and my voice is a bit dead. I've just come from like my first night out in ages. Well, I've just woken up, but like last night was my first night out in ages, so I'm in a bit of a state. But I thought I'd bring you guys a bit of a little collection video, just show you guys my collection, because I do like doing these little collection videos and just talking about video game collecting and stuff, because yeah, it's just fun to me and it's a fairly easy video to make. It might be a minute till my next review, so for those of you wondering what's happening with that, it'll probably be next week when I get the review sorted, because I'm also working on the winner of the poll simultaneously, so there's that. But yeah, enough of that. I guess I'll just go on to looking at these games. I'm going to kind of just go from top to bottom and kind of give a little explanation of any notable games in my collection, I guess. But yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, so to start it all off, we've just got these two pop vinyls right here, and behind them, if you can see, I've got one of my few N64 games in box, Donkey Kong 64. I've not had a chance to play it yet, but I've heard it's kind of a flawed game, but oh well. Moving on, we've got this Palkia McDonald's toy and a Mewtwo amiibo, and then you've got Pokemon Pinball over there. Fairly good game, just a bit of a game for when you want to kill some owls or something, or on a long train ride or something. I've got a little Psyduck, I believe it's a Burger King toy, I'm not sure. We've got Dragon Ball Advance Adventure, the game that was the second game I ever reviewed, fairly good. I've improved a lot in terms of reviewing since then. It isn't the best review to go back and watch, but I don't know, if you want to see how far I've come in just a short while, it's definitely the game or the review to look at. Also, my first review, the Mario Kart DS one, is also quite, you can see the kind of jump in quality a little bit. Also in editing, in a sense. I'm not the best editor, but yeah, it's a fairly good game. And yeah, moving on. One of the crown jewels of my collection, not necessarily a game, but Eric from Dragon Quest XI and Erdrick from Dragon Quest III. You can see Dragon Quest III over there, speaking of which. But yeah, they're fairly good. The figures are made by Bright Arts. If you want figures, they're probably not the best ones, but yeah, these figures are kind of flimsy, but they're not really meant to be played with or posed aggressively. I've just kind of posed them lightly, given Eric a little weird stance, and yeah, they're fairly good figures and I love them. They were quite expensive though, so I don't know if it was really worth the money, but yeah, I bought them, so oh well. Also, sorry for the dust and everything on my fucking shelf. It is what it is, I guess. Donkey Kong King of Swing in the back there. Fairly good game. I prefer the pseudo sequel, Jungle Climber, on the DS more, but it's a fairly great game, and I got the complete inbox copy for 10 quid. So it was a steal, and it's kind of like a mini crown jewel of my collection. Obviously I said Dragon Quest 3 over there, and you got Dragon Quest 1 and 2, which is sealed, completely sealed, factory sealed, and yeah, I'm not sure if I'd ever open it, because that's kind of a sin of collectors, opening a sealed game that is fairly rare and may become rarer with time. But I don't know, I feel like I might need to buy a loose copy just so I'm not ruining the value of that, if there is any value at all, I'm not sure. There's Conker's Bad Fur Day over there. Not had a chance to play it. Again, I've heard it's a fairly flawed game, but I don't know, it seems pretty cool. And you can't see, but it's in the back there, Final Fantasy VI, the Japanese like Super Famicom copy, which would be, I believe, Final Fantasy III in English, which is, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure with the numbering. I'm not a massive Final Fantasy fan, so excuse my ignorance. We've got Krillin there, and then we've got the first few chapters, I believe, of the Dragon Ball manga. I prefer the original Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z, but that's just me. But yeah, it is what it is. Dragon Ball, like the manga, basically covers all of Z2, but yeah, personally I prefer the original Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z. Again, that's just me, and it's just a weird thing that I'm really into, but I think it's an unpopular opinion, but it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, but moving on, we've got the 3DS games. Animal Crossing New Leaf, I obviously reviewed that game, so you guys already know my opinion on it. Love the game, can't wait for New Horizons. Happy Home Designer, if you like the designing aspect of all of the Animal Crossing games and just want that isolated, it's a perfect game for you. Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D, a fairly good platformer. Dragon Ball Fusions, Dragon Quest 7, Fragments of the Forgotten Past, probably my least favourite Dragon Quest game that I've played. Still a fairly good game, and it is quite long, but yeah, I'm not sure about that. Fire Emblem Awakening, I've not played much of it, but from what little I did play, I did get bored fairly easily, which is a weird thing for someone who loves JRPGs, but I don't know, maybe I need to give it a little bit more of a chance. We've got Kid Icarus Uprising there, Mario and Luigi Dream Team Brothers, both games I want to try, Metroid Samus Returns, Pokemon Omega Ruby, Pokemon Sun, Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, which I really want to try, but I haven't got a proper chance. I love the Mystery Dungeon games there. Pokemon Ultra Moon, Pokemon Ultra Moon, Pokemon X and Y, Super Mario 3D Land, The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds, possibly my favourite one, and or at least up there. And then you've got Majora's Mask 3D and Triforce Heroes. Triforce Heroes I'm yet to play, and Majora's Mask 3D I've not probably been able to dive into, but I got pretty far. Then you've got my PS1 collection, you've got Asteroids, I've got Bloody Roar 1 somewhere, but for some reason I only have Bloody Roar 2 here. I've got Breath of Fire 3, I'm not going to pronounce that, but it's a fucking motorbike game, it sucks, I'm not going to lie. You got Croc Legend of the Gobbos, I've got Croc 2 somewhere as well, but the copy's in a bit of weird, like, little makeshift case. It's not in the proper casing, but I hope to see it get a proper version at some point, and maybe give my friend my current copy of Croc 2. But yeah, who knows, I don't know. I'm gonna give it I'll see down the line if I can like track down a good copy. But yeah, you got Final Fantasy 7, Grand Theft Auto, Wipeout, and then you got my shitty CD collection with bands that I barely listen to anymore, but whatever. Moving on, you've got Animal Crossing Wild World on the DS side. I'm still not sure if I prefer it to New Leaf or not. But then you got Chrono Trigger, Donkey Kong Jungle Climber. Again, I prefer it to its kind of older brother or like prequel or whatever. But yeah, some people don't. It's fairly underrated in my opinion. A lot of people don't talk about the game as much as I feel they should. But I'll probably review it at some point. You got Dragon Quest 4, 5, 6 and 9. 9 is one of my favourites. I'm yet to play the Zenithian Trilogy, which is 4, 5 and 6, but I'll probably get to it soon. I'm hoping to review the entire franchise, or at least the main series at some point. Dragon Quest Heroes Rocket Slime, another game I really want to play. Dragon Quest Monsters, Joker 2. It's a bit of a game that I'm iffy on. Not horrible, but yeah, not great either. I haven't played it in a minute though, so I'll have to see what I think of it. Final Fantasy 3, Golden Sun Dark Dawn, Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, Mario Kart DS, which was the first game I ever reviewed. Fairly good review, I think it holds up fairly well. Arguably better than the Advanced Adventure review, to be fair. Mario Slam Basketball, My Sims, New Super Mario Bros, Pokemon Black version, a game that is kind of made fun of by Pokemon fans that have a shit opinion, but that's just me. Pokemon Black 2, Pokemon Diamond, Heart Gold, which is possibly my favourite one. I'm not sure. Well, it's definitely up there. Pokemon Platinum, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team, which was my favourite game of all time before Dragon Quest 11 came around. I'll get to that in a second. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explores the Sky, Pokemon Ranger, Sonic Colors on the DS, Star Fox Command, Super Mario 64 DS, a game that is kind of looked down on by some, but I think it was a fairly good game. I mean, it was flawed. I mean, it was a flawed port or remake, I guess, but I don't know. I think it's I think it holds up not too bad. The controls again are a bit meh, but I don't know, I'll probably take a look at it at some point and review it. Super Monkey Ball Touch and Roll, fairly good game, not much to say about that. Super Princess Peach, which is my most famous review as of this recording, and yeah, it was a fairly great review. A lot of people gave it a great positive reception. Thank you for all the support on that review. The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass, The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks, two underrated games in the Zelda franchise in my opinion, but I can see why people hate them. Theme Park, which is a weird kind of roller coaster tycoon kind of game. Wario Masters of Disguise and Yoshi's Island DS, and that's all for the DS games. I just got a couple random things just laying about here. But then I've also got my GBA games, but I'm going to have to move all of this stuff first. Alright, so you can't really see, but I have Pokemon Emerald, Pokemon Sapphire, Pokemon Leaf Green, although I think, yeah, Emerald somewhere else right now. I've got Sonic Battle, Sonic Advanced, the first and second Golden Sun games, and the Legend of Zelda Minish Cap and Harvest Moon. Then I've got my PSP collection. It's kind of pitiful, I don't know what's going on with it. I've got Disney Pixar Ratatouille. I mean, sure, why not? I've got Generation of Chaos, which is kind of like a tactical RPG game. Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories, which is kind of an underrated game in my opinion. Little Big Planet, Need for Speed Underground Rivals, Ratchet & Clank Size Matters. I've got 2 copies for some reason, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's a somewhat underrated game. Kind of flawed though. Secret Agent Clank, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, and then I've got the fucking UMD video for the fucking Simpsons movie, and then I've got I have no idea what this is. Fucking a random soccer game, and then I've got Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2. But then I've also got Banjo-Kazooie, which is in my N64 at the moment. But yeah, moving on to the GameCube games, I've got Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg, F-Zero GX, Luigi's Mansion, Metroid Prime 1 and 2, Pikmin 2, Pokemon Colosseum, Sonic Adventure DX, Star Fox Adventures, Super Mario Sunshine, and Tales of Symphonia, which I'm sort of playing through right now, but not really. I've got my massive Wii U collection of Mario Kart 8, Splatoon, and The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD, which I really hope to play at some point because it's fairly fucking awesome. My Switch collection, which I'll probably be beefing up at some point soon. I've got Bayonetta 1 and 2, great games, try them if you haven't. The Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2. Sonic Forces, Sonic Mania Plus, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Splatoon 2, Super Mario Odyssey, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which is a great game. And then I've got my massive fucking PS2 collection, which is actually big. I've got Beyond Good and Evil, Bloody Roar 3, Bully, or Canis Canem Edit, Conflict Desert Storm, and Global Storm, which are games that I don't even know why I own. Crash Bandicoot The Wrath of Cortex, Crash to Insanity, Devil May Cry, Destroy All Humans 2, Dragon Ball Z Budokai 1, 2 and 3, and Budokai Tenkaichi 1 and 2, I hope to get free at some point. I've got Dragon Quest 8, Journey of the Cursed King, fairly great game. It was basically my recommended entry point before Dragon Quest 11 came around. Final Fantasy 10 and 12. Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories again, but this time on the PS2. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Vice City, and Vice City Stories, which is a prequel to Vice City. And then moving on to the other ones, I've got Guilty Gear X and Guilty Gear X2 Reload. Not much to say about them. I've got Jack the Precursor Legacy, Manhunt, Need for Speed Most Wanted, and Need for Speed Underground. I've got Odin Sphere. I've got Oni, Onimusha Warlords, and Onimusha 2. I've not played 2 yet, but the first one's pretty awesome. I've got King Kong game for some reason. I've got Ratchet 1, 2 and 3, which are great games. I've got Rayman Revolution, which is Rayman 2 remade, and Rayman 3, both fairly great games. Red Dead Revolver, Rogue Galaxy, Scarface, The World Is Yours, Shadow the Hedgehog, Smackdown, Here Comes the Pain, and Smackdown SmackDown vs Raw 2006, 7 and 8. Then I've got Sonic Heroes, Spyro Hero Steel, The Simpsons Hit and Run, The Herbs, The Warriors, which is a great movie and game, Time Splitters, TNA, the TNA game, which is probably better on the PS3 and Xbox 360 to be fair. Then I've got Tony Hawk's Underground 1 and 2, Twisted Metal Black, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, Tag Force Evolution, Wipeout Fusion, and World Racing, which isn't actually World Racing. I think it's just GTA 3 in a different box. But yeah, as for my PS4 games, I've got Destiny, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, Dragon Quest 11, which is possibly my favourite game of all time. I'm not sure. I've got Dragon Quest Heroes 2. I think I've Heroes 1 somewhere as well, but I'm not sure. Final Fantasy 15. Final Fantasy Type 0. Fallout 4 Game of the Year Edition, Persona 5, GTA 5, Star Wars Battlefront, Tales of Vesperia, I believe it's called, Skyrim, and Ys 8, and then I've just got a bunch of DVDs over there. So yeah, that's my collection so far. I've just got a bunch of other random junk on the shelves too, but yeah, that's it so far. Anyway guys, that's my collection, at least so far. I'm probably going to be adding to it at some point soon. Very soon possibly. I might be going out to buy some games maybe next week. But yeah, what did you guys think? Are there any games that you saw you wanted me to review? Sorry if it was a bit of a deadpan video. Again, I am quite ill and kind of under the weather, but yeah. The review's coming soon, so don't worry about that. But yeah, anyway, I've been XYZ Cruncher. Stay cool, stay safe, stay crunchy. Feel free to subscribe and stay tuned for reviews. This is my usual style of content, but I'll probably do more of these videos at some point. But yeah, feel free to follow me on Facebook and Twitter too. But I'm an XYZ Cruncher. Stay cool, stay safe, stay crunchy, and I'm out. Peace.